Hey, I'm Brandon Jones. I was a part of the Rock Springs family for as long as I can remember. I was sprinkled there as a baby, and when I was 9, I joined the church and gave my life to Christ. Some of my favorite memories of Rock Springs are when we would gather around the granite tables in the front of the church, and we would have dinner and fellowship after service, especially when we had a 3 o'clock service that evening. And the mothers of the church would bring fried chicken, collard greens, potato salad, cornbread, all the fixings. And we would have such a wonderful time. We would sit in the back or the front of each other's cars, or someone would open the trunk of their car and we would sit back there, and we would just laugh and have a good time and fellowship. And that was just a wonderful time to be together. I also remember that the church didn't have air conditioning, nor did it have heat. We had 2 kerosene heaters on opposite sides of the church, one by the mothers and one by the deacons. But the air conditioning, in the summertime, we missed that. But we had the ceiling fans and we had the little church fans with Dr. King's picture on them, and we made do. I remember also we had dirt daubers that would make nests on the walls, and they would fly around sometimes, and we would swat them with the church fans. And I can still remember the sound that those wasps made when we would swat at them. And I remember the ushers of the church. The mothers would wear their white and their gloves, and they did such a professional job. They carried out their roles in the church with such reverence and such dignity. It was as if the Pope might be there that Sunday. I just remember how wonderful a job they did, my grandmother, Mattie Moon, being one of them. And I remember the communions. They put on such a professional communion when it was Communion Sunday. Even with the saltine crackers and the grape juice, it just felt so ornate and so professional and so pristine. They did a wonderful job. And looking back on all of that, we didn't have a lot. And I think that's what I took away from Rock Springs the most. God doesn't care what you have. He doesn't want to concern himself with what you have. He wants to concern himself with what you can do with what you have. And I've taken that with me in everything I've done. I've tried to make the most out of whatever God gave me at that stage in my life, and it has served me so well thanks to Rock Springs. So happy 158th birthday, Rock Springs Church, and many, many more.